game.
Okay.
My video card just crashed, apparently.
Ah,
It's always fun.
that sucks.
Bear with me, viewers. I think I shall run the game.
Yeah, Yahtzee stream.
This is true.
Okay, bringing the game back.
Okay, wonderful.
I think I shall.
I think that. Oh yeah,
I shall switch to running the game windowed in case that happens again, because it
that would work.
caused a big mess.
Yeah. So I was gonna say, oh, as a critic or reviewer or anything, you should strive towards objectivity. Of course, perfect objectivity is not attainable.
Well,
It's
no,
impossible.
not in reviews.
No.
That's
No, I mean,
what-
like, you got to be objective about the game itself. Can't say it doesn't have thing if it does, right? That's what I mean. Like, if it's an FPS, you say it's an FPS, you know?
Yeah. Bear with me.
But apart from that, it's all about
Ugh. Ugh,
whatever it
my
is you draw your ideas from.
Audio went a bit weird there.
Yeah, you went boom for a while.
Yeah.
Did you change out the whale oil tank on your PC before you started?
Ha 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 ha! I wouldn't be surprised if there was one. But it is a pretty new PC that our employers bought for me for this very purpose.
Purpose
Maybe it's better
design.
cooling. I think someone's suggesting, well, a lot of people are suggesting that perhaps it's the cooling, lack of cooling on the graphics card that's causing this.
It's possible. Perhaps it needs a bit of a clean.
Yeah, that will help.
Yeah, whenever the video card in my old machine used to start packing in, I'd just go around the joins with a bit of compressed air.
Yeah, it works. Yeah. Someone wants to know whether you have played Dark Messiah of Might and Magic.
Can't say I have. Although I was looking at it on Steam the other day, actually.
Yeah.
Because I remember I was just looking for something to pass the time with, and it was suggested as like a suggestion because I like Dark Souls.
Yeah.
Messiah's pretty fun, actually.
It's made by these guys, the Dishonored team.
These very guys.
These very
Indeed.
guys.
Well, what do
Yep.
you know?
In fact, Steve made... you know Steve.
Which
Made
Steve?
everything. All of
Oh.
the things.
Just Steve.
Yeah.
Steve.
Oh, bollocks. Noticed that
Oh,
tripwire just a moment too late.
Yeah.
There is one of the hidden rooms that you get into later that I think it has 8 tripwires in one room.
Nasty.
Yeah, that's I think I remember that. Where was that?
Can't quite recall. Was it in the clock? I mean, the.
No, it was in a environmental area outside the objective. So okay, so let's even though it crashed the stream, I'm going to go back to that question that I was asking.
I don't think it was the
That,
question that crashed the stream.
Come on, whenever possible, we're going to blame the question.
Of course.
Do you think that RPGs should let you run a shop in story? Like, say, if you can make dragon scale armor, you could have a shop famous for that, or for really good potions, etc., and open up side quests as a result of that.
Do we think all RPGs should have that?
Or it should some, I guess. I don't think all RPGs should have anything.
Racketeer, I suppose.
Do you
Does
want
that.
Do you want to run an in-game business?
Yeah.
I don't know. It seems like something you'd want to make a whole game about. Sort
Yeah,
of a
like
spoof-
Racketeer.
Yeah, like a spoof
Yeah, that's
game.
the one.
Then there's another one coming out that looks even better than Racketeer. It's not 3D, it's like pixel art, very, very cool looking. It was on the Square Enix Collective. It looks like Racketeer, but it's it's much more advanced than that. I forget what the name is. It was on Kickstarter recently. I'll look it up.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, see, when you get to the part in this mission where the guard is standing there teasing those dogs,
Yeah.
you should probably shoot the glass out and just enjoy the show.
Yeah, do that. Definitely.
I did not
Oh,
know
it's
you
go-
could do that.
Yeah.
Seems
There
like
are
there's a
several
lighter.
points. Somewhere there is, I can't remember, and it's early on in the game. There's a point where you see a couple of guards grab a guy and throw him into a wall of light,
Yeah. Oh yeah, I saw
and
that
there's
early
actually
on.
an achievement for stopping
I've
it.
never seen blood flies
Yeah,
this
and you
bad.
get an
Oh.
achievement. Yeah.
Huh.
Interesting.
There's also. Yep.
War at World 17 would like you to come up with a eulogy for Trudeau, Yahtzee.
What?
I don't know why.
Oh, it's one of those Trudeau eulogies because see, a few days ago when Fidel Castro died,
Yes, I
Trudeau
saw that.
gave a ridiculous eulogy that celebrated the man as a hero, even though he's a tyrant. And it became a hashtag Trudeau eulogies.
Oh,
And
okay.
So people, yeah. So just make one up about a guy who's really bad, or maybe he's a video game character who's evil, and say something really nice about him in a very sarcastic sort of way.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
Jeffrey Dahmer. He helped a lot of confused young gay men get into the culinary industry.
Okay, that's
Oh, that's a good one.
I'm just
That is
killing
a good one.
just killing these nests. Because
Yep.
if you kill the nests, the wasps stop attacking you.
yeah.
they
There's
do.
actually a bone charm you can get that will give you health back for every blood fly that you kill.
Yes. And as you
Ooh.
can see, there's a lot of blood flies around here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's slow clap for the eulogy. That's
Yeah. Everybody loves it.
Yeah.
Everybody loves it.
Well, I'm glad to be of service.
Mm-hmm.
Tell you what, these blood flies are a lot easier to hit than the ones in Blighttown in Dark Souls.
Oh.
Those guys are
Yeah.
absolute gits. I was watching someone play through that bit just the other day. And
It's tedious.
do your big wind-up hit and hit bugger all because it moved out of the way at the last second and blew a load of poison in your face. I hate
That's
those
why I
things.
It's why I dislike Dark Souls. The movement is so unconventional.
I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, you can get good at it. Don't
Yes.
don't get me
You
wrong.
can
here.
certainly,
Yeah, you can.
to coin a phrase, get good.
Yep. Unfortunately, I do not have the patience to get good at Dark Souls.
Oh well.
Yeah, not the game for me. Tried them. Tried all three of them.
Well, if you weren't into it from the start, you probably weren't going to get into it from the
Nope.
others.
Yep. Well, fortunately, I didn't have to actually pay for them, so
Yes, I know what a bone charm is, thank you, game. I guess it's bothered
pulling
because
you
I
out of the game.
it's bothered
Yeah.
because I haven't picked any up.
It's interesting that you can break through that door that you just did.
Yeah, I'm
can
not
just smash
sure
it
the
open.
game was supposed to let me do that. The boards
There
were
are
It was.
because the boards
Yeah.
are on the other side of the door.
Ah. Yeah. Hmm.
I would say that door does look like it's got lots of gaps in it though, where you could stab a guy through there.
Yeah,
Well,
it does.
quite.
It's, and
Stab
And
or
after all
indeed
this,
stab a board.
it's Dishonored, and the doors are not magical like Skyrim.
Hmm.
Those are magical doors that, even though they have bars between them, you cannot go through for some reason. Oh, The Last Guardian is coming out next week. I still don't believe it. I don't
Believe it when I
that.
see it. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
How long's that been now?
10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
10
went
years.
through a whole console generation since Shadow of the Colossus.
Yeah.
Yes.
I should know that.
It's a PS3
Yes.
game originally.
I honestly don't know what I'm gonna do when Last Guardian is out. Duke Nukem Forever is out. All I'll have to fall back on is Half-Life 3.
Yep, that's the one.
I'm not here for treatment. I'm looking for Anton
Yeah.
Sokolov.
Sokolov. Yes, he was here for a short time.
So
Final
I don't know
Fantasy
about you
15
guys,
came
but
out.
when you got to this point in the game where you're talking to this lady, did you just take a couple steps back and go, "Man, this woman is batshit insane"?
Killer.
Yeah. Well, she,
Yeah.
she definitely brings across that impression in the usually
Yeah.
drab and monotone sort of way.
She is very passionate about her work. I'll say that.
Yahtzee, do you think the outsider should ever get a proper explanation?
I think he has had one, hasn't he? He's just
I kind of thought
a
so.
dude who was sacrificed and became a superpowered observer of humanity, and he hands out superpowers to people.
Just
He's
because
a force
it would
of
be
nature.
entertaining.
Yeah,
Yeah.
to alleviate his boredom, presumably.
Yeah,
He's
he's a
as sick
force
of the
of
voice
nature.
acting as everyone else.
He's like Loki, basically.
I feel like any game that sits around for 10 years, Jan Zaloon, it's never going to be able to live up to the expectations that people seem to have. So
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what to expect from The Last Guardian. You know, I really lost interest by like year 3,
I
year
expect that I won't play it.
But she's not herself.
For me, it looks like something between Ico and Shadow of the Colossus, almost exactly between.
The first version
It looks like it plays like
Yeah.
Ico, but it's got a Colossus instead of a flaky lady.
it's
Right.
too late for me. But maybe you can still save her.
I don't know, but I've seen the trailers and the graphics look a bit PS3-y to me.
They do, yeah.
You'll figure
They
out
don't look like a next gen or new gen game.
Not that I'm really big into that, but
help her.
It looks old.
it does look a bit dated.
The safe code
Yeah.
is 07.
Oh, and if you know, going back to talking about New Game Plus, Nier was good with New Game Plus because
Nier, yeah.
yeah, because you got to understand what the monsters were saying. So it was like a whole new story. Your actions were cast in a new light. There's this big demon and a small demon. Turns out it's like a you know, they're like father and son, and they're playing, and you come in and you slaughter them, and that makes you feel so bad because the first time you see them, they're just, you know, demons.
So it
Fun-
turns
fun-
out the that crazy lady is the Crown Killer, and
Indeed.
she's got superpowers. Or
She's
something.
every bit as crazy as you thought she was.
She's gone.
Yes.
Yeah.
What happened?
Spoiler alert. Well, if you're watching, then you know.
Oh well, yeah.
I don't really think it's a spoiler if you're watching the stream.
Nah. Yeah, you should be playing it, right? Yeah. No Cow Cat Pilgrim. The Last Guardian is not a sequel. It's its own game.
Well, maybe it's set in the same universe. as
Yeah,
Ico and Shadow of the Colossus. It certainly looks the part.
it does. Yeah. I wonder, are they even part of the same universe?
Ico and Shadow of the Colossus. I
Yeah.
think the story I heard was that Shadow of the Colossus is the prequel to Ico, because at the end of it, your character turns into a baby with horns, if you'll recall.
Oh.
And then Ico is like the far future of that setting, when like horned boys have become a bad omen.
Oh. Well, then, okay.
Yeah,
Crazy.
Box clever, you see.
Yeah. Mr. Gimp says, "Don't kill her. She joins the boat."
Well, yeah, but she doesn't really do a whole lot when she's there, does she? As I
Yeah, she
recall.
basically you end up with one blueprint from her, I think.
Yeah.
She's interesting to have around, I think. In any case.
I
Better than
always
killing
liked
her.
the idea in Dishonored and Dishonored 2 that you can dispose of all of the main enemies without actually killing any of them.
Mhm.
Like the Lord High was the Lord Regent in Dishonored 1. You could just go in there and find a recording of him talking about, I don't remember, something evil,
Yeah.
and play it
Yeah.
over the loudspeakers in town, and pitchforks and torches.
Yeah,
Yep,
there's-
they pose them.
yeah, they do the same thing in this game with the non-lethal options, but some of them are a little bit fucked up. Like one of the non-lethal options for one of the characters is basically to lobotomize him.
Yes.
Well,
Which for
Dishonored
me
1 had some stuff
Still
too.
doesn't feel like the morally good option to me.
No.
No, I think that's I think there's a lot of ambiguity in the
Oh, yeah.
moral choices in this game, especially.
Well, you don't
I
really
mean,
want.
you.
Well, you don't really want that
Yeah.
because this is supposed to be like good endings and bad endings, right?
Yes.
The ending where we're good and the ending where we're bad. Which which in itself I always kind of object to.
Well, I mean, I guess if the definition of good in the game's lexicon is didn't kill all that many people, then yeah.
If I recall correctly, in Dishonored 1, one of the targets was a woman, you know? And you had the non-lethal option was instead of killing her, you send her off on a boat where she
Yes.
gets to be somebody's sex slave for life.
Oh, yeah. Yes, yes.
Yes.
In the basement of the mansion, you had to drag it. That was actually
Yeah.
one of the hardest non-lethal missions in the game. It was brutal.
Oh yeah.
Come on, lady. Meet me halfway here. I just want to knock you out. In the
Your friend's gonna kill you.
nothing sus.
I see that the guard attacking you is a woman,
Yes.
and they have equal opportunity in.
Karnaka.
Seems like it.
Karnaka.
Seems like it. I think
Yeah.
only elite guards can be female, actually.
Yeah.
There are no female low-level guards.
Nope.
To make of that
It's
what
all
you will.
just
They have to know something.
grunts.
Question from the chat says, Yahtzee and Company, given the impressive vocal talent hired for both Dishonored games, why do you think the dialogue is so unengaging?
Because
Is it a complete lack of humor, or is it just bad? My question is, maybe it's just not great writing.
well, I think it's partly bad writing and partly bad direction.
Yeah, I think it's a combination of the two as well. Because you can't have bad writing with good voice acting. It's been done.
Yeah, I mean, look at Resident Evil 4.
Yeah.
I mean, it's memorable voice acting. It's
Yeah.
sort of operatic and overdone, but it sort of fits the tone the game was going for.
Yeah.
But the
lines are hammy.
yeah, but the actual lines
It's inside.
are really
Yeah.
badly written.
Hammy as fuck.
Do you remember what the code was for this safe? I think it's in my mission clues. Yeah, it's
Should be in the
071.
mission clues. Yeah.
Oh,
I always remember that the first safe that you always open in any of these spiritual successors is a 451.
yeah, that's an in-joke, isn't it?
Yes.
Because the first code in System Shock 2 to open a door is 00451.
Mm-hmm. And then Deus Ex also did the same thing.
Is that
451.
a reference to Fahrenheit 451?
Yes, it is.
I suppose it would be. Now, there's instructions there for creating the counter serum to turn the doctor back to normal, but don't worry too much about memorizing it, because it's just go to the objective marker and press the contextual things.
Yep. Bioshock did that as well. So did Dishonored 1 and Dishonored 2. In fact, I think you missed the safe earlier in the first map. But there's a safe behind a painting, and it's 451.
I'm sure there is.
Yep.
I'll just-
Heliocentrical says, I'm also interested in checking out the Resistance series, and to which certainly Cyrix, John Blue Wobbly says, skip Resistance 2.
Actually, I never played Resistance 1 or 2, but I did play 3, and I found it surprisingly good.
It was
What?
really good.
I actually kind of, I'll be honest, I'm one of the few people that enjoyed 2. I enjoyed all 3 of those games. Again, those are great co-op games, by the way.
Oh yeah. I love 3. It was so underrated. Like, it didn't sell well, obviously, because otherwise they're making Resistance 4.
And main actor voiced by Robin Atkin Downes, who I always cheer up a little when I hear his voice, because it makes me think of Travis Touchdown. Right, yeah. Turn the burner on. That'd help.
Sam Vimes says, that's why I always turned off all the objective markers. It makes the game more enjoyable. Yeah.
Well, a lot of these objectives are kind of unintuitively placed, though. I mean,
Yeah, you won't really know.
Red Letter
what,
Media put out a review of this game just this morning, actually.
Really? They're
Yeah,
reviewing
and-
games now.
Yeah, and they'd have their previously recorded series, and they made the point about this very point in the game that the corpse we have to draw blood from is just kind of an arbitrary one that's just in a room somewhere, not any like logical place for a diseased corpse to be, like a morgue
That's-
or a laboratory.
Mm-hmm.
It's just sort of there. And if the objective marker wasn't there, you probably wouldn't know to stick the needle in that body over all the others.
Yeah.
Corvo, Test Gerbil Corvo knows how to use all this scientific shit because he just read a piece of paper in the safe and now he's an expert.
Well,
Yes.
I presume he had a wider education because he was serving as a royal advisor for years.
Yeah, one would
That's
think.
true. Yeah.
Maybe he knows
not-
one
he's
or
no
two
idiot.
things. No. Well, he knows how to stick a needle in a bottle and heat it up. you don't exactly need a PhD in biochemistry for that.
Nope. Has Mr. Plinkett done any new reviews?
He did one for The Force Awakens quite recently.
Oh, I need to see that one. How many episodes is that?
Just the one, but it was like 2 hours long, I think.
Fire Sparks, Yahtzee is currently
Oh.
playing as Corvo. This will be he played Emily the first time through.
Yes.
Yeah.
Even though, like, Emily's kind of the... Oh, bugger.
She's like the main character, really.
Okay, I can just do that. I thought I had to sneak up. And I just stick the needle in her even when while she's attacking me.
Yeah.
Won't get a track.
Alright. Let's talk to this stationary body
Yep.
that is still alive.
Doctor,
Yes. I'm sorry. Something's not right with me. Maybe I contracted something working with infectious.
She's normal
cells.
again.
no. Someone was.
This is
poisoning
no...
you. You should be better now.
What's that Thief 2 mission
Chemical
where you have to go to a
notes made
cathedral
serum.
and after you listen in on a conversation you have to complete a really complex series of objectives to create a replica of a key.
Find us. I'm staying.
And you have to go all the way back and forth the level to do it, rather than just go to the next room, as was the case here.
I can't remember the level name, though. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't remember the names of any of the levels in Thief 2, but I remember that.
Was it
Yeah.
called? I think it was called Eavesdropping or something like that.
Hmm.
Thief 2 was so good though.
Well,
Everyone like Thief 1 had a little bit too much combat with monsters, but you know,
Yep.
Looking Glass
Thief
took
was
that,
perfect.
they took that criticism on board and made Thief 2, which is mostly about stealth and huge sprawling levels, and it's so good.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, certainly compared to the Dishonored series.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people, they feel these days, if they played it today, would find it hard to get past the really dated graphics.
Yes. What they could do is remaster the whole game, you know?
That would be nice.
remake it.
Although,
Yeah,
you
remake
know,
it, yeah.
well, you know, top of the range graphics these days doesn't really allow for levels as huge as Thief 2 had.
You know, I wouldn't make it look good. I would make it look stylized. That's how I'd remake it if I could, you know, if I had
Yeah.
the money for it.
Yeah,
Just take the same levels, all the layouts and everything. Just put in Unreal Engine 4 because why not? It's easy to work with. But make it, you know, stylized. Have it very stylish looking, and I think that would work. It doesn't have to look, you know, realistic like this game does.
I guess not.
It'd be fun because it's a very stylish looking game.
Ooh, yeah, yes. I mean, although the levels are a bit boxy and old, and they do a lot with it.
Yes.
Like, I remember the police station level
Don't forget to kill the elevator.
where you go up. You do, well, if there's a request for that, might as well give it a try.
From chat, yeah.
Because I
Yeah, it's in,
haven't seen the basement.
yeah.
Let's
Wonder what's inside.
let's check it out. It's a bit hard to spot, but there's a ledge above the elevator doors.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. So I guess we'll jump up onto this box.
Yep.
And a 1. And a 2. That felt bloody fast. The moment I looked down, it was already at the bottom of the shaft. Just because your magic regenerates, but if you use too much of it in one go, like your maximum magic goes down.
Yeah.
So after I blink, I pause a little bit to get the magic.
Recharge it. Yep.
All right, we're in the Lost and Found, apparently.
Mm.
And
Never been here.
There are goodies,
I'll
apparently.
need new boots after this.
And Corvo just made a witticism with no emotion behind it whatsoever. where he says, "I'll need new boots after this." Because if he'd been Garrett, it would have sounded a lot cooler.
Yeah.
He'd have said, "Guess I'll need some new boots after this." And he would sound weary and you would love him for it. And I didn't want to talk about other games on this stream too much because we always do that. But Thief 2 is relevant.
Yes.
It's the spiritual predecessor.
It is relevant. Yes.
And I love that line that Garrett has in the level where you're going over the rooftops of the city, and he spies a couple of amateur burglars trying to get into a house, and Garrett just comments, "Well, well, housebreakers, how quaint." And I'm like, "Oh, you, Garrett, you're such a twat. I love you." Yeah, I'm done nostalgia splurging now. Someone saw me. Oh, is that guy over there? Sorry to bother you. I'll be on my way.
Someone asks, Yahtzee, is Garrett either insane or lonely because he talks to him?
Well, I guess he's gotten used to only hearing his own voice. Because he works alone.
He's like, yeah. I notice a lot of the, video game heroes talk to them. Drake, Geralt.
Well, someone's got to make dialogue.
Oh, yeah.
Not everyone can have the luxury of NPC helpers
Nope.
to drive the discussion.
Lara Croft, talk to herself.
I always think it's funny when Batman does it in the Arkham games.
Yeah.
It's things like, I need to go to such and such a place, and blah, blah, blah. He just needs a lot of affirmation, Batman. He's a little bit insecure.
Well, that's what happens when your parents die.
Yes, people respect you. You are a beloved figure.
And as Yahtzee pointed out, the day that he streamed Batman Arkham VR, we've seen Batman's parents die more times than anything has ever happened ever.
Oh, I buggered it up a bit there. Ah, you dicks. Do-do-do-do-do.
Schizo Fenric asks, Yahtzee, what's your favorite Marvel Studios film and why is it Thor 2, The Dark World?
I haven't seen that yet. Jumping the gun like jolly jackanape motherfucker. I like Guardians of the Galaxy like everyone else.
Yeah, same.
Like
I think that was the best one.
Like all normal people. Because it's not really a superhero film. It's a, it's a
just
space adventure misfits film.
It's I would call it a Star Wars for a new generation. That's what I'd call it. It's that good. Yeah. I don't like Force Awakens. I thought it was really stupid.
Yeah, I just didn't like that it was just treading the same ground as the original Star Wars films.
Nothing new, yeah. And they, Rey is just as much an overpowered Mary Sue as Luke Skywalker, except now it makes even less sense.
Yeah.
Let me take this opportunity to answer John's question from chat. John, the answer is you should stream Darkest Dungeon. Stop fighting it.
Yes.
You seem to play a lot of that.
It's just a good game. Deadpool does not count as a Marvel.
No,
because Sony Pictures made it.
Yeah, it was a different studio. Because they still have the rights to the X-Men, Sony Pictures, and amongst other things.
Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Well, Spider-Man went to Marvel. I think they're doing they're actually letting them use the character now. Which is good. I want to see a Spider-Man movie that doesn't suck.
Well, there's a bit of Spider-Man sucky fatigue in films the last few years.
Mm-hmm. The ones with Emma Stone and that guy whose name I can't remember.
Oh, the one named after the cartoon cat, Andrew Garfield.
Yes! Got the acting range of the cat, too.
I want to distract that dude, but I haven't got a thing to throw.
Sorry, Andrew Garfield, I know you're listening to this. No, he's not. Doesn't give a shit. Oh, Deadpool was Fox, it's not Sony? Okay.
Oh.
I guess that.
Pardon us.
Yeah, I always get those confused.
Why can I not take down this dude from here? Answer this.
No.
Answer this conundrum.
Don't rightly know. I kicked the one guy off. The one in front there. I kicked him off in my playthrough.
Now
Sleep
that's-
dart. Do you have a
that's-
sleep dart there?
Oh no, I forgot to pick some up. Because I'm just trying to hurry through things.
Right.
That's why I'm not picking any bone charms or anything.
Yeah.
Whoop.
You have to jump on people, Yahtzee. Says
Yes.
MKFG.
Yes, yeah.
It's a Mario game after all.
Yes, the Star of Dishonored 2, Mario.
There's a lot of games that centralize jumping on people.
Yes.
As Assassin's Creed, Batman Arkham,
You know, since you mentioned Assassin's Creed, I have a question for you guys.
Shadow of Mordor.
Have you seen the trailer they're bandying about for the Assassin's Creed movie, and does it make you not want to see the Assassin's Creed movie as much as it makes me not want to see the Assassin's Creed movie?
Well, it certainly doesn't. Don't really like or dislike it. I guess that means it's failed. It doesn't really fire my love impulse.
Yeah. It's not. I'm gonna watch it because it's Assassin's Creed.
Oh,
But,
I'm going to watch it.
Yeah. I'm not excited for it though. Yeah. It doesn't excite me.
Hey,
It's
remember
just-
remember Rhyme Down Spectacular, that series I used to do with Jim Sterling?
I
on
do.
Escapist? Well,
Yeah.
there's one poem I wrote but never actually used because it was a rap and I was slightly embarrassed.
Oh yeah.
But it was a rap about jumping on things. I just went through all the games where you can jump on things. And don't ask me to try to do it because I haven't got it in front of me.
I remember watching you guys try to play the last level of Doom 2.
Oh yeah, that was on Civil War.
Yeah, that was
Yes.
pretty fun also.
That was the custom challenge for Doom 2. We had to try to last as long as we could in the last level of Doom 2 without killing anything. And as you'll remember, Doom 2, the last level of Doom 2 has infinite respawn.
Yes.
Mhm.
Infinite spawn, I should say. It's not
Infinite
respawning.
spawns, yes.
Yeah,
Right.
things just keep spawning.
Non-stop demons. Hitman movie was. The first one was actually surprisingly okay. The new one is not okay.
Are you serious?
Are you responsible for those 2 kills?
No, it was
How did
another
they kill
case of human shields and not
That's what I thought.
apparently not having good enough friends with the other guards.
Apparently, don't piss off your guard buddies before
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They will happily
Corvo
kill
goes
you.
going.
They'll be like, okay, yeah, I'm sorry, buddy. We gotta, there's assassins in here. Gotta kill
I
them.
guess that's part of why the characters feel so bland in this game because they just don't seem to give a shit about the deaths of the people around them.
Yes.
Okay, well, this next level is the best level in the game, so...
The Clockwork Mansion, yes. Well, if we won't be seeing much of it, I've only got like 15 minutes. And also we've got to get to it.
I like these little screens where they tell you what's going on.
Yeah, that's what we call exposition.
It's well done here. I will say that.
That's a fat pen.
Mm-hmm.
We write with a fat pen.
I've seen those fat pens. They're very expensive.
And very fat.
Yes.
So yeah,
They're actually fun.
now this lady is in the boat. She is a boat person, which means the Australian government will probably kill her.
Memories are distorted.
I don't know what's going on in the chat at this point. They're talking about Yahtzee writing erotic poetry and drawing hentai and...
But that man has
What?
the empathy of
Yes,
Did
I
you
don't
draw
know.
hentai?
He seems to
I
both
can't draw
admire
hentai.
and despise Sokolov. We visited
Somehow
him
I
in
don't quite
Stilton.
believe you.
I liked him. But something bad happened.
Yeah, chat's weird.
They're
I
al-
told you.
Well, they're always weird.
Oh, and Matt the cat SC says, "Fuck off, we're full."
Yeah,
so
that's like the
pretty good
slogan
meme.
of the Australian
I'm not sure I
nationalists.
even fully understand
Yep.
what you did for me.
Australia is not
Shameful.
full.
Thank you for helping me at
About
Adelaide.
like
No, it's pretty fucking empty.
about like less than 1% of it is populated.
Yeah,
Well, admittedly, most of it is uninhabitable. But
unfortunately.
I'm sure we could squeeze a few in.
The idea of Australia being full gives you mental images of like a tiny island that people overflowing from side to side,
Yeah,
coast to coast.
yes, which would
Uber
require.
Super Sloth says, oh, there's only 15 minutes left. I was trying to weave this naturally into the conversation. But oh well, Yahtzee, try and get into Monster Hunter. Once you get past its abysmally boring beginning, it's basically Dark Souls.
Well, ain't nobody got time for that. I've got
No.
Final Fantasy 15 to play this week.
Yes, you do, and I can't wait to see your impression. I won't say I feel about it, but I want to see what you say about
I'm about 4 hours in, which knowing Final
Oh,
Fantasy is about 1%.
it. Yeah, definitely.
I don't see myself getting through the whole thing.
No, it's long. It's very long.
But, you know,
Well, you will get a
so far
impression.
it's made a better impression than all the previous Final Fantasy games I've played.
Oh yeah.
Although
No,
it
it's
doesn't...
actually-
It feels
So
like
it's
it's lost
barely
the...
competent.
No, it's actually quite good. I think, in my opinion.
Well,
Yeah.
guess
Um,
we'll find out.
To the Duke's inner circle.
Yeah, you'll notice that the characters interact with each other quite frequently, and it's not annoying. It's actually nice. Yeah, they have quite a bit of personality.
It's a little bit annoying.
A little bit, yeah.
Maybe I'm just jealous of their six-packs and beautiful faces.
They all do
Velvet
look
hair.
like. Oh yeah, luscious hair.
Always with the luscious hair.
Honestly, the one thing I'm super jealous of from Final Fantasy 15, and I haven't even played the game, but I just want the flying car.
Lives.
Ah,
Does it fly? It doesn't fly at the point I'm at.
I don't know, it flies in the trailer, so...
Well, I guess
I
that
imagine
comes into it at some point
essentially
then.
does.
Circle love.
Okay,
He means a lot to me.
Sir Sam Vimes says Final Fantasy 15 looks like a pretty good boy band simulator.
Well, yeah, that's what it is. It's a
Yeah,
boy band.
that's what it's about. Yeah, it's a
It's about a boy.
Japanese girls love that shit. I'll
Yeah,
tell you that. Yeah,
and
they're
they
into
love
it.
they love androgynous beauty. That's the big thing
Yes.
in Japan.
Yep. Being in Asia, you know, that's the craze here. Asians love that shit. Girls, anyway.
Yeah, crazy.
Uh huh. Schizophrenic says Yahtzee's favorite Final Fantasy 15 character is probably Prompto. I wonder what he's implying there.
Not bloody likely.
War at World 17 wants to know, Yahtzee, what is your preferred Bethesda game?
Can I say Wolfenstein: The New Order?
They published it, so I guess.
Yeah.
I know what you mean. They want me to pick something like Mass Effect.
Skyrim,
Yeah.
or...
Skyrim and
Oh, not
Fallout
Mass Effect.
4.
Yeah, I keep getting Bethesda confused with BioWare
BioWare.
because they do the
Yeah.
same sort of thing, like really, like bland, starry-eyed conversations.
Yes. It's especially prominent in BioWare games because they try to do something cinematic, but it's very not cinematic at all. Just
Yes.
it's
yes.
just two characters talking to each other and very boring dialogue. Whereas you don't really expect that going into a Bethesda game.
I wish
You kind of
charac-
expect it to suck.
I wish like people like say they want, you know, rounded characters. What they end up doing is that every single NPC in the game talks your ear off with their backstory within 5 minutes of meeting you. That's not how
Yeah, it's
people
too much.
act.
No.
You get impressions of people from the little things they say and their little behaviors. And then later on, you all get drunk and you sit out under the stars, and then, under those circumstances, maybe you exchange war stories. You don't do it while standing in front of a cart
Nope.
or whatever.
Oh, curiously, Final Fantasy 15 does it quite well in that regard because you don't really know much of the characters, right? Until they have these little moments when you rest up, you know. There's this one scene early on where Pronto approaches you and you're both sitting on a roof because that's what people do, I guess. You're sitting on a roof and he starts talking to you and he expresses his insecurities and you can choose how to respond to him. You can be a jerk, make fun of him, or you can be a nice friend, you know, and make him feel good about himself, which is what I did.
Of course, why wouldn't you? I mean, this was my point about good or bad systems. Why would you not be good? At least on the first
Yeah.
run through, because the good ending always feels like the actual ending.
Yeah.
Yeah, yes. Unless you're playing Tyranny, of course, in which case you're evil regardless.
I think the only game I can think of where all the endings actually do feel like an ending is Singularity, of all things.
Oh, wow.
There's a surprising number of endings in that game.
I didn't
Because you
know
can
that.
kill one guy, you can kill both the guys, you can kill neither. or you can just walk away and wash your hands of the whole affair.
The hell of all of it.
Yeah, I think Far Cry 4 tried that, but
Yeah, but not so well.
John Blue Waffly wants to know, hey Yahtzee, any chance of a chill out stream in the near future?
Things have been busy on my weekends lately. A lot of things to get done, especially in the run up to the holidays.
It is crazy time, to be fair.
But maybe I'll try and I want to get someone else on to do one with, because I decided I wasn't really cut out for doing it by myself.
the chat's talking about Witcher 3.
Oh,
That's of course.
No, we're not. No, we're not.
yes. I specifically said
I promised.
when we were like, we were passing an email around before we were doing this stream where I said we should try to consciously talk about the game more, because listening back to all our streams, we always end up talking about Witcher 3 and other games that we like, and keep going over the same points. So let's try and keep it on topic.
Yes.
So sorry, we're staying away from that minefield.
Yep.
Not going there.
He does bring up a good point, though. The facial expressions do matter a lot. That's the problem here in this too. There's no expression in their face. Yeah, they look like puppets.
There's no like emphasis in the voice for the faces to emphasize.
Right. Yeah.
So
that's what I like about Final Fantasy 15. They have a lot of expressive.
I almost like to think that all the voice actors played the game first and saw how bland the faces were and matched their voices to the faces.
Yeah. Yeah. Something tells me they didn't do, performance capture or mocap on this one.
Yeah. Speaking of thief games, Yahtzee, in chat, somebody wants to know if you've played the Thief fan-made game, Project Dark.
Can't say I have.
I have not even heard of that. What is that?
Is that not the same one that was made for Unreal Tournament? What am I thinking of? The Dark
Make
mod.
it Unreal?
The Dark mod. There was like a multiplayer Thief-style game made for Unreal Tournament, I think it was.
I don't think that's the same, no. Something
There was
else.
one made in the Doom 3 engine, wasn't there?
Yeah.
I think that might be the one they're talking about. I think I saw a video of that once.
Pretty sure that was the one they're talking about, yeah.
What did they call it? The Dark what? The Dark
Project.
Well, that was the first Thief game.
Not the Dark Project. Project Dark. Sorry.
Project Dark.
Oh, well,
Okay.
huge difference there.
Yeah.
I was watching a video of it. I seem to remember it being quite good and capturing the spirit of the original Thief games pretty well. Perhaps I should play it myself sometime.
There is the Dark mod, which is a 2 gigabyte thing.
I'd say that's what they're talking about, because I'm pretty sure, wasn't Project Dark the tabletop one? Like a card game or something?
The Kickstarter thing, yeah.
Oh, I don't know anything anymore.
Yeah, the Kickstarter game is Project Dark. That's
the Dark mod is what it is. Yeah.
Alright, because it was originally just multiplayer, as I recall, and then I guess maybe they made a single player as well.
More. Yeah. Yeah, it's a remake of Thief, I guess. Yeah.
Well, it's not a remake, it's like got different plot and different...
Right, yeah, it's been set in that... Right, yeah.
It's just a sort of a inspired by Thief game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sort of the way Mighty Number 9 was inspired by Mega Man.
Right, except they didn't ask for money for the Dark mod.
Well, quite.
Well, the Dark mod came out in like 2009, but then they released it as a standalone, I think 2013, I think.
Yeah, that's right. 2.0 was October 2013. I'm looking at the site right now. It is inspired by...
I remember hearing a lot about it, but I never played it.
Same. That would be good stream fodder, I think. I think John could play it.
Perhaps that's something I could play on a chill-out stream, or maybe just some Thief 2.
Yeah.
Maybe just some Thief 2.
Actually, yes. Yeah.
There's a question, guys. Which game has better voice acting, this or Fallout 3?
Well,
what a question.
What a race to the bottom.
How hard a kick in the bollocks do you want?
Yeah.
I want to say the voice acting in Dishonored 2 is like being kicked in the balls, punctuated by being kicked in the face. And the voice acting in Fallout 3 is like getting kicked in the balls, punctuated by getting punched in the face. So
Yes.
By Liam Neeson.
Liam Neeson. Yeah.
Yes. Guess
I'm
you-
actually quite surprised that they did such a good job in Fallout.
Oh, hey, I stumbled upon one bone charm.
Yay!
Drop
Yeah, I mean, the
assassinations
voice acting
restores
was
some mana. Ooh, well, that's useful for my playstyle.
Yeah.
Wait, drop assassinations? So drop knockouts doesn't count? Ah, who knows?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I have to say, even with the voice acting issues and a couple of other things we've talked about, I do have a lot of fun with this game.
Oh, it's fantastic.
It has
yeah.
its moments. Certainly.
Could be better.
You know,
We'll get to see
But-
the whole ride this time. It's like Disneyland.
Yeah.
I'm suddenly reminded of Bioshock Infinite.
I don't know why.
I think the art direction and the architecture in this game, in Dishonored 2, probably the best this year for me personally.
One of the things I've always liked about the Dishonored games is that I really like the setting.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's steampunk, Victorian style, mix of fantasy and some weird Art Deco.
Well,
It's,
it doesn't really get any
works for it.
points for it because it's Dishonored 1 again. And
No.
that was years ago.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Don't really get points for just being more of the thing we already did.
right? Yeah, it's definitely that.
And when I'm doing a top 5, which I will probably be doing quite soon, I tried to avoid awarding games that I like because they're like a game I liked in the past. Especially if it's a
that's fair.
sequel.
Yeah.
I mean, last time Undertale was really my only option for Game of the Year because it was just such a breath
Different.
of fresh air.
Yeah.
It made me
What-
go, yes, this is the sort of new game I want.
Yeah. For me, I mean, if we're going by that criteria, I'd go with Doom personally, because it is.
Well, that's a bit of a paradox in that it's new, but what we like about it is that it recreates the feel of older shooters.
the feel of it, yeah, but not the mechanics of it. The feel,
Yeah.
which I find very fascinating, because it doesn't play anything at all really like the original Doom. It just feels like it does, like your memory of Doom. It's weird in that way. And I feel like as an FPS alone, even if it wasn't Doom, the combat is very innovative because of it just feels fluid. Like you're in a lot of FPS games, you tend to hold back, you tend to hide behind boxes, and it's slow paced and it's not much fun. But in Doom, you're constantly being urged by the gameplay itself.
Yeah, keep
to
moving.
move forward.
Keep
Yeah.
smashing things.
Yep, and that's wonderful. I think.
Alright,
like it.
Where the bloody hell am I going?
You're going inside that building you're looking at.
Yeah, and there's a wire leading into that building, so presumably
Mm-hmm.
that's how I can turn the wall off.
Powerful Vitzful wants to know, Yahtzee, could you name one bad thing about Undertale and give it a real review, like the gameplay?
The fans are weird.
Didn't you write mostly about Undertale and extra punctuation one week?
Yeah, I had a big thought about it. I think one of the things I said is that the sound design is very inconsistent, and I wish it could decide if it's going to go full retro chiptunes or not.
Yeah. Yep, it is weird.
Although, having said that, the music's top-notch.
It's a good soundtrack.
Oh, I'm dead. Well, that's a fitting
Uh-oh.
conclusion. Yes. Yes. Game over. Corvo never saved the day.
He died.
Dunwall went to shit.
Yeah. Delilah's still the Empress.
Yeah.
Emily's
Yep.
That is
frozen in
yes, that is
carbonite.
canon. That is the canon ending.
Indeed.
All right. Thanks for joining us for another lovely post-zero punctuation stream.
Indeed.
Yeah. Thanks for watching us. Absolutely.
So remember.
It's always fun to come and hang out with Yahtzee and friends.
Oh, stop.
Be sure to follow all of us on
Yes.
Twitter.
Yes, please. My Twitter is @Yahtzee Croshaw, all one word.
I am at StillGray.
And you can find me at FFRonW.
And of
Which is
course,
kind of outdated now, but whatever.
Of course, please follow and subscribe to the stream.
Of course.
That's it for me for today, but John Markley will now be taking over. I think we agreed he would be playing Darkest Dungeon.
I hope he agreed.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right, I'm going to get some lunch. I'll see you guys later.
Take care.